Michaela Noguera's fan base is mad at me, and they might have a good reason.
I've said this a million times, and I will defend it until I'm in the grave, that there are no filters on my videos.
Hey everybody, if you're new here, make sure you like and subscribe so you can stay up to date on all things internet drama. I talk about people like Ashley Trevino, the Resilient Jenkins, the Donut Mom, Bree Santos, and in today's video, we're talking about Michaela Noguera. And if you're already subscribed, girl or boy, make sure you're really subscribed because we're going to be doing a giveaway very soon. And I don't want you to miss your opportunity to win. In today's video, we're going to be having a look at the very recent controversy surrounding Michaela Noguera and her look at the Hannah Montana 20th anniversary special. Before I get into all of that footage, I do want you guys to see the video I posted on TikTok. It is a Instagram versus reality video, and it caused, well, a heated debate in the comments. A lot of people called Michaela out for being fake and telling lies and pretending to look and be someone she's not. And other people called me a bully for posting pictures of her that, by the way, are public online. But listen, I understand where they're coming from. Maybe it did come off as a little bit mean. That wasn't really my intent, but, you know, perception is reality, and I get it. But what do you guys think about it? I'm going to play it now. Let me know in the comments. Was I a little too harsh? You get the best. Now that you guys have seen the video, I do want to say that, yes, I did say Instagram versus reality, but I never said that she was ugly or she was fat or she was fraudulent. I never said anything. The video says Michaela Noguera, Instagram versus reality. Now, people are able to put their opinions. I have the comments on. I want to hear the opinions. I want to hear what you think. I don't mind you telling me that it was a little bit mean. I understand that you could perceive it that way. It wasn't my intent, but my intent was to call her out for posting pictures of herself on Instagram that are not her. That's not her face. That's not her body. That's more than a retouch or a face tune to clear up your skin. The total shape of her face has been altered. That's not her. So yes, I was calling her out, but my intention was never to have people or her think that I thought she was not attractive. I actually think Michaela is very beautiful naturally without all the filters. To be honest, I don't care if anyone uses filters or Facetune or Photoshop, as long as they are not promoting makeup or skincare for a brand, or if they themselves are not a brand owner. And here comes my issue with Michaela. Not only does she get paid to promote makeup and skincare and self-tanners and hair care products, she is also a brand herself. She owns a skincare brand, and she has put herself out onto the internet as an expert in the beauty field in regards to makeup techniques and her ability to find great quality makeup that you should buy, that I should buy. She has made herself into her own empire, her own industry. She is a brand. So when she comes onto the internet and she heavily edits her body and her face, there is an issue with that because of the people that look up to her, that think if I'm not thin, if my face isn't a certain texture or a certain shape or a certain size, that I need to go fix it before I post it onto social media. And I understand that Michaela may be insecure or have body issues that she needs to deal with. And I hope she's able to overcome that very soon for her own good. I do hope that she's able to love herself. But the problem is, when you've made yourself into this mega beauty influencer, you have a responsibility to the people that look up to you. And changing yourself that much is not healthy for your audience. And that's who I care about. Guys, Michaela's fine. She's going to be okay. But her audience, the young girls that are under the impression that they have to change themselves because of her content, are the ones that I worry about. And that's the reason why I made that video. Listen, I understand that sometimes when commentators like myself come onto the internet and we call out people like Mikayla for her faking her appearance, or Ashley Trevino for not being a good parent and choosing men over her own children, we can be very opinionated. And sometimes it can be taken as being mean or hateful or bullying. But the end result is always going to be the same for us, to create awareness so people can make a better decision before they are influenced by these bad and controversial people, in my opinion. In this clip, you're going to see where Mikayla Noguera is coming online. She is super excited with her Dunkin' Donuts coffee, and she is telling us that she's going to the Hannah Montana premiere.
I'm freaking out. I was invited to the Hannah Montana 20th anniversary. Oh, you don't understand. Hannah Montana was my fucking childhood, bro. The fact that I was invited to this, I'm so grateful. I am getting ready to go to Los Angeles. I have a fitting tonight, and the event is tomorrow. Get ready with me to go to the airport. I'm actually really excited to go to Los Angeles and get out of this East Coast weather. It's like 85 in LA this week. Giorgio Armani, Luminous Silk. You know, I have done so many cool fucking things in my career. This might be in the top 5. By the way, I am matching myself Tanner. So excited about the weather that I'm packing exclusively dresses. I am gagged over this packaging. The blue, I want to try this new Westman Atelier bronzing duo. Like a cream to powder formula. Yes, I'm like, what does one wear to a Hannah Montana 20th anniversary? So I hired a stylist because I cannot fuck this up. I googled all the Hannah Montana outfit inspo, and those outfits, I mean, holy fuck. If I can't replicate this, I screwed up. I do wish I was blonde in this moment. Yes, Miley Cyrus is gonna be there. I wonder if she's gonna be dressed as Miley or Hannah, or both. And I wonder what other, like, Disney Channel people are gonna be there. What other Hannah Montana cast? If there's gonna be other Disney cast people there, that's so cool. I'm just extremely excited and grateful. And I get to go with Sydney, and we're the same age, so we both love Hannah Montana. It is so weird to me that it's been 20 years of Hannah Montana, because that means I was 7 when the show came out. Like, I'm sorry, what do you mean I was watching Hannah Montana at 7 years old? I just don't remember being that young. This blush is stunning. Set with Givenchy. Little bake action since we're going on a flight. NYX soft mauve. I am very curious what Miley is gonna wear. Lollipop flexitarian, and listen, I know about my hands, okay? What do you want me to do about it? You let me live my life, okay? Lots of highlighter. Bronzer. I'm gonna add a lash. These lashes are gorgeous. And then on my lip, I did Makeup by Mario shade Tan, and then the MAC Acting Natural lipstick. You know I love a pale nude. I literally feel so fucking pretty, and I'm just going to the airport. But I am so excited. Oh my god.
Listen, I like this video. It's entertaining. She's like, oh, I'm so excited to go see Hannah Montana. I love it. I love the excitement. But she's still using filters in that video, guys. That's not what she really looks like. And the fact that she's talking about this makeup and, oh, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that and I love this makeup, and you're showing it to these people, and these people think, oh my gosh, if I put the blush on like she's doing and I use the technique she's using, I'm going to look like that. Then they buy it, they don't look like it, and they feel bad about themselves. That's the issue I have. But look, in regards to the storytelling, and she's so excited, and she was watching Hannah Montana when, you know, she was a little kid. I understand that, and I love it, and I love hearing those stories. Listen, I'm a little older than the Hannah Montana age group. I didn't really watch her. You know, I've seen like videos and pieces and clips of it before, you know, back in the day, but I never sat down and watched it. I was like probably like 19 or 20 when it first came out. I don't even know, girl. It was just, it was after my time is my point. But listen, I love that she's excited. I love that. But I feel like if there was just a disclaimer, if you're like putting on makeup or you're selling makeup or you're a brand or you're an influencer in the beauty space, there needs to be like a disclaimer that says, hey, this is not my real face, or filters used, or, you know, like in the car mirrors, it says the objects may be closer than they appear. Maybe on TikTok, we can put, you know, this person may not look like this in real life. In this next clip, we're going to see where Mikayla is picking out her outfit, which also has sparked a lot of controversy. But anyway, we're going to see her process of picking out the outfit. She hired a stylist and all the things. And I'm going to be really honest, guys. I liked that outfit. I liked the green top with the jeans. I thought it was a vibe. I liked it. And to be honest, I wasn't even mad at the wig that much. Like, I wish the bangs were cut a little shorter so we could see the eye look. But overall, like, it was a vibe. It was very 2000s. So I didn't hate the outfit. Yeah, I wished it was a little more dressed up, maybe a cute skirt or something like that. But that's the least of my worries.
I am going to the Hannah Montana 20th anniversary, but I have no idea what to wear, so I decided to hire a stylist because I cannot fuck this up. Like, I need to be giving Hannah Montana. Like, this is the inspo. I know this style is not in anymore, but I want to be giving this, and I did send this to the stylist, so I'm praying that they come with options that are serving Hannah Montana like this. And I'm really excited for you to see the bag that I also am gonna wear with the outfit because it's very Hannah Montana coded, but let's pray that this goes well. Okay, so I have to be honest, I think the stylist missed the Mac a little bit on what I was looking for. Nothing looked like the inspo pictures, but I need to make it work. Also, they got my sizing a little wrong and nothing was fitting me. This was so cool, but my butt literally did not fit inside. So I was a little let down because this would have been sick. It was not off to a good stat. I was a little nervous right from the get-go. So the options I'm going to show you, they're all I got. So I need you to help me choose what to wear to this premiere, okay? I did like this. I think this is really cool. I love the colors. Is it giving the inspo pick? No, but it's still really pretty and it's a good option. And it's very different for me. I've never worn anything like this. Now, in my opinion, this next option does not give Hannah Montana really at all. It gives like the spackle that she wears a lot of, but it wasn't giving what it needed to give. This was eating. I mean, my waist ceased to exist in this. It made my chest look good. I love the color. The color was giving Hannah Montana, but the style was not. But this is a solid option. I'm not a big fan of this, but it fit me, so I'm going to show it. The color's interesting. You could accessorize this in a cool way, I'm sure. This was interesting. I've never worn something like this. It was extremely short. It was comfortable and again, could probably be accessorized to be Hannah Montana. This next option, I mean, am I going to church? What's happening? At this point, I was so nervous. Nothing was giving what I wanted it to give. I was pretty let down, I'm not going to lie. This was a no. I was like, this is what my grandma's going to wear to my wedding. So at this point, I don't know. Which one of these should I wear? Because it's all I've got. These boots were cool. And then we added these black boots to this outfit. And it looks pretty sick. I love these boots. They're really, really cool. But yeah, this is what we got, guys. Please help me. Please send help. Which one is going to be good for this premiere?
In this next clip, we're going to see Mikayla getting ready for this big premiere. And listen, this is where I do have issues. You're putting on makeup. You're creating this illusion that this is how you really look for a premiere, which is like a really big deal. And the people that look up to you, they think this is real, but it's not. Listen, if she was, a commentary channel or a reaction channel or a food critic or a mukbanger or like an unboxing type influencer, the ones that like they go shopping and they do the unboxing, or they buy stuff on Amazon and they unbox it. Anyway, like a reviewer, then I wouldn't care if she used Facetune, Photoshop, or editing software. I wouldn't care. But she's not. You guys have to remember she's a beauty influencer and people look up to her for beauty advice, to do her techniques. And when they're at home trying to recreate this Hannah Montana premiere look, they're never going to be able to do it because it's not just saturation, guys. There's a filter on here. She is using Photoshop, and it even looks like she's using a little bit of Facetune. That's an issue. That's a problem. But whatever, guys. You watch the video and let me know what y'all think.
Get ready with me for the 20th anniversary of Hannah Montana. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I was so disappointed in the stylist, and I don't even want to walk the red carpet anymore. Like, at this point, I'm just going. It's something I have had in my calendar for so long, and I'm just gonna enjoy it and, like, not worry about my outfit. Like, I'm so disappointed, I really am, but I'm so grateful to be going anyways. Like, I'm just gonna make it work. Like, the stylist didn't even bring any jeans or, like, a jean jacket or, like, the Y2K accessories. Like, nothing. I don't understand. Anyways, I can't stress about it, and maybe I can't show up with the best outfit, but I will fucking show up with the best makeup, bitch. In case I do go on the red carpet, Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. And I do have a hairstylist coming in an hour, so maybe that can help me turn it around. So, transparently, my idea is something I saw in the comments on the styling video, which is the green top with jeans and pink accessories. I really wish I had more accessories than I was provided, which is none. But I'm gonna pull something together and I'm gonna work with it. So picture the green top with this pink makeup look. See, now the skin is tea. LYS bronzer stick. I'm so excited to see Miley Cyrus tonight. She's gonna look incredible. She must just feel so proud of herself. Like, everything she's been through in the last 20 years, she's accomplished so much more than just Hannah Montana. Like, she's truly an icon. I'm thinking a pink blush like this will eat with the green. Like, green and pink kind of bring this right into the eyeshadow. Oh, pretty. I'm gonna eat down a makeup look, okay? Let me tell you something. Gorgeous. Wow. A little Naz Radiant Creamy Concealer. This whole situation has inspired me to not flop in the future. I'm gonna do some Shape Tape to brighten. I saw some people saying I could have literally styled myself better, and I may not be the best at fashion, but I'm not gonna lie, you're absolutely fucking right. This will give me a nice bright under eye. I'm gonna set the shit out of my face. One of those times where baking is necessary. While I bake, I'm gonna add some bronzer. This is Makeup by Mario. I am gonna add a little twinkle to the eyes. I feel like that just makes sense, but like not a lot, just like a little twinkle. This is the Kosas blush in Butterflies. How pretty. When it comes to makeup, blush is like the first thing to fade, so it's good to put more. Look at the difference bottom mascara makes. Makeup by Mario Smoky Pink Lip Liner. I'm gonna set my lips with powder. Obviously. Doing like loose finishing touches. Okay, well, the makeup is literally devouring, so at least I have that going for me. I hope we can do something with this hair, and I'm just gonna have a good time. I'm so grateful to be there.
In this next clip, we're going to see Michaela's transition into her look for the night, and it's so obviously edited, and I hate to keep bringing that up. That's the point of today's video. This that I'm looking at on my viewfinder is not Mikayla. It's not. It's somebody else. That's not her face shape. It's a totally different person. And she looks good there. And if she wasn't a beauty influencer and didn't own her own brand or influence people to look a certain way, because that's what beauty influencers do, by the way, I wouldn't care. But she is, so this is a problem. Don't you know? In this next clip, you're going to see Mikayla transitioning her beautiful dark hair into the beautiful Hannah Montana hair. But this look also had a lot of controversy behind it. So I want you guys to tell me in the comments below. Did you like the wig? Did you not? Again, my only complaint with the wig is that I feel like the bangs were a little too long. But other than that, it was a vibe. I didn't hate it.
Remember that time I almost tried to go blonde and failed? Well, this time I decided to try a blonde wig. It was my first wig install, and I don't regret it. If there's gonna be a time to do a wig, it's for the Hannah Montana 20th anniversary. So I hired Eduardo, an incredible hairstylist. He does like Kesha, Paris Hilton, Demi Lovato, and he brought this incredible real human hair wig. Look at the way he braided my hair. He styled the wig, he cut the bangs. I was really looking to go for that Hannah Montana, and he ate it up. Look at the layers. Look at the highlighting on this wig. I was obsessed. And honestly, it was very comfortable to wear. I could have worn that for hours and hours and hours and have been fine. It fit perfectly on my head. And the moment I saw me in the blonde, I died a little. Am I supposed to be blonde? I don't know. So I'm naturally dirty blonde, but I've just always had black hair for like literally 10 years. But I kind of ate the blonde up. I'm not going to lie. I don't know, with the tan skin and the makeup, it's so good. I really liked it. I enjoyed wearing the wig. I want to do wigs more often for sure.
In this next clip, you're going to see from Michaela's cameras, from her vantage point, what she looked like at the Hannah Montana premiere. I want you to pay close attention to her face shape, the intensity of the pigment on her cheeks and her eyes, and just the way she looked overall. Because we're going to be having a look at paparazzi footage, and you're going to see that her makeup is not as intense. Her face shape is totally different, but we're going to get to that. But for right now, I really want you to pay attention to her face in this video.
Come with me to the Hannah Montana 20th anniversary special. Let me just tell you, that smile did not leave my face the entire night. This was a night to remember. Truly one of my favorite things I've done in my career. First, they walked me to the red carpet. It was so cool. I really liked my fit in the end. I know I had a disaster with it, but I made it work. And the pictures came out so cute. And then I did some red carpet interviews, which I know many of you have seen. Shouts out Entertainment Tonight. Love you. Look at our guest passes. I'm keeping these forever. These are going in the memory chest. This is what it looked like when you walked into the theater. Everything was decked out in Hannah Montana. Even the popcorn buckets were sick. And then they had the Walt Disney Archives, which had Hannah Montana's outfits, one of the wigs, the guitar. This was so cool to see. That's the real wig. Really, really cool. And the outfits she wore were so sick. They even had the leg table. How freaking cool. And I love going to these events because I get to see so many iconic influences. Let me just tell you, Sydney and I were on cloud 9. The whole time we were here. We were laughing, crying, dancing, singing, and Miley came out, gave a beautiful speech. She looked absolutely stunning. After the premiere, we went to the after party, and it was freaking awesome to see so many influences, celebrities, the Hannah Montana closet. I'm so grateful I went to this. Thank you so much, Disney. This meant everything to me.
Now, I do want to say it didn't look like she edited her body that much, maybe not even at all, to be honest. And I love that. I think that's a step in the right direction. And again, if she wasn't an influencer, I wouldn't care so much. Or if she was honest, hey guys, in this video, I've edited my body because it makes me feel better. But just know this is not reality. This is fake. Then I wouldn't care so much. We have to start being honest with our audiences when we are selling them beauty and influencing them as to what the beauty standards are. I'm not a beauty influencer. I'm not somebody that sells makeup and skincare and hair care and all these things. But if I did and I was using heavy filters, I would have the obligation to tell my audience. I wouldn't be able to not say, hey, I'm selling you this foundation or this blush without telling you, hey, I'm using Photoshop, or I'm using a light, like a smoothing filter or something like that. I wouldn't be able to do that. And I don't like that Michaela is not being honest with her audience. I feel like in every video she needs to say, you know, I use the filter. I'm not saying she has to like say everything she did and the settings she had it on and the software she used, but I do feel like she needs to start being a little more honest with her vulnerable audience. But what do you guys think? Do you think I'm being too judgmental and I need to leave Mikayla Noguera alone because she's a sweet girl? Or do you think that we need to start holding these beauty influencers to a higher standard? Listen, we have so many girls who do bad things to themselves because they're not as pretty or as thin, or they don't have glass skin like these beauty influencers do. But the thing is, they don't have that glass skin either. It's all fake. I feel like beauty influencers need to be more transparent. And it's not about calling themselves out and saying that I don't really look like this, I'm really fat, or I'm really ugly. It's not that. It's that we need to be more responsible and tell our audience, hey, I love myself. I love how I look. I'm very talented when it comes to makeup techniques, and I know what skincares work best for different skin types, and you should trust my opinion. But you should also know that I do use a smoothing filter, or I like slim down my body a little bit because I'm working on my weight. I'm on a health journey, or I gained a little bit of weight because I was under stress, or this and that, and that's okay. That's my point. And that's why I think beauty influencers, or just influencers in general that are in the beauty space, need to be more transparent with their audiences. It's not about bringing them down or calling them out or bullying them. It's about making sure that the people that watch them know that that's not how they should look, that that's not how they can look without using all of the resources and the surgeries and the software that these people use. Listen, I am somebody who has an understanding of the beauty industry. I have owned a beauty pageant system for almost 11 years, and I know that there's always going to be some sort very baseline. At the very least, there is going to be retouches done to photos, done to submission videos. I know that. The difference is I know that. But girls that are in high school or college or middle school or elementary school, I mean, guys, we all saw the Sephora kids trend, right? Kids as little as 6 and 7 years old trying to go out and get skincare. We have a responsibility to them to let them know that this is not real. This is not how these people really look. And you can't look like that either unless you're using these softwares, these filters, these techniques that these people are using. And yes, I understand that lighting and angles make a big difference. Again, I come from the beauty space on a different level. My job was to hire people and put on events where people are judged based on their beauty. So I understand the industry a little bit more than the average person. And I just think that influencers need to be a little bit more transparent so that they are not creating this image of a reality that's not real. But make sure you let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'm very interested to hear what you think. If you think I was being a little bit too mean to Mikayla, I understand that. Let me know. But if you guys agree with me and you think that these influencers, especially Mikayla Noguera, one of our biggest beauty influencers, needs to be a little bit more transparent with the way they really look, then let me know in the comments below also. That's going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And if you're not following me over there on TikTok, make sure you go follow me, Monroe_Bell. I go live over there. We talk about all kind of controversies. And apparently I post some controversial videos over there too. I'll see you guys in my next video. But until then, mwah, love you. Bye-bye.